everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. I hope everyone had a moment to grab some snacks or some refreshments. Good afternoon and welcome to so many wonderful guests of Rancho San Antonio. I'd like to welcome Councilman John Lee and his staff, Lorena Espinal. This is a very special day. I also want to thank all the Rancho San Antonio staff who assisted in putting this event together. As many of you know, my name is Aubrey Sweeney and I'm the Executive Director at Rancho and one of the many members of the massive Brother John Crowe fan club. Many of you were here or watching on TV or at City Hall earlier this year on June 26th when Councilman John Lee declared the day as Brother John Day in honor of the man who has dedicated his entire life to our organization and led Rancho for most of his career. In addition, the reason we are all here today is to commemorate that he named Plummer Street from DeSoto to Variel as the Brother John Corridor. I hope everyone had the opportunity driving in today to notice the signs. If not, you can see them back here on the screen or safely check them out when you're leaving here today. One is on the light post when you're traveling westbound on Plummer, and the other is down by Aguilar High School traveling eastbound on Plummer, flagging the two ends of the street. When you look up the word corridor, one of the definitions is an area or stretch of land identified by a common characteristic or purpose. Plummer Street is much more than a thoroughfare to get to and from a destination. It marks a stretch of land designated for those that travel on it with Rancho as the destination to seek change. Those that travel the corridor and enter Rancho come to fulfill the vision of the agency to risk, change, and grow. Several people have also pointed out that Brother John Corridor has the acronym of BJC, what so many of us have fondly referred to Brother John Crowe as for so many years. Thank you for being here today as we celebrate both the man and the new street, BJC. I'd like to take a moment to introduce my colleague and friend, Keith Weiser, to say a few words before we invite John Lee to the podium. Thank you, Keith.
Thank you, Aubrey. Well, this is quite an honor to speak about Brother John. I've known him almost 30 years, and it's very deserving. And Councilman Lee, thank you so much for all you've done to recognize him and give him the due credit that he so deserves. Brother John is an iconic figure. You go through your life not knowing many iconic figures. 60 plus years here at Rancho San Antonio as CEO, CFO, and the biggest one is community partner. Brother John was very community orientated. Chatsworth High School, about 20 years ago, had terrible floods and they ruined their gym. They were here playing basketball. St. John Youths had terrible problems after the earthquake. Our chapel was their church for a while. He was very community involved with the local parishes, the high schools, any event. He sent me to many of them. When Brother John asked me, what are you doing tomorrow night? Why? I need to go to San Bernardino and say a few words to the Knights of Columbus. Okay. Then they got us lost. That's okay. I was always happy to do anything to support Brother or Rancho. Councilman Lee, thank you so much again. You are an active councilman. I see you everywhere. Every parade, bingo, community events. You're just amazing. Keep up the good work. Thank you for honoring Brother John and the work that you have done with the homelessness in our community. As some of you probably remember, up and down Plummer, they were everywhere. John Lee, after his number came up a couple months, they were, assisted and removed, which is great. Thank you so much, because that was a very big concern of ours. I wish you continued success, Mr. Lee, And thank you for everything, and we'd like to get a few words from you.
Good afternoon, everybody, and I just want to say, just as someone who has lived in this community since 1978, I've been able to see over 46 years the amazing people that live and work and play in this district. As council member, you see it even more. You see all the different people, all the different organizations that make such an incredible difference in so many different people's lives. But then you have those people who are just that extra little special, and in this case, a lot more special. Brother John was somebody who cared, someone who was compassionate, someone who had that strive to want to do more and to want to help people. I don't even know what the number is of how many different people's lives that he's changed, but we all know it's in the thousands of different people that he has influenced directly through the amazing work that he has done, and of course, this amazing organization. So as council member, one of the great joys that I get to do is to recognize some of those people that do so much for the areas that we live in. And I always say, when asked, what makes my district so special? What makes it better than any other district? I always say it's the incredible people, but it truly is people like Brother John that do so much and change so many different lives in such a positive way. Hopefully that, this sign, we got the extra large one for you guys. So, hopefully it's a constant reminder to the people who obviously come here every single day, whether they're the people who live here, the people who study here, the people who work here, to really, see that name and remind them of all the amazing things that this person has done. But also, I'm always hopeful that when I do recognize people publicly, when I do put out signs to point out the special people in my community, that it's a reminder to our community that one person can make that difference in so many different people's lives. And Brother John was someone that, this community was a real treasure to us. And we just wanted to thank this organization, because you are part of that special sauce that makes this district a district that I'm so honored to represent. Every single time when I go to City Hall, I'm proud to represent the community that raised me, the people that raised me, and also the fact that it's a reminder that I represent, the amazing people that make up, the areas of Granada Hills, Northridge, Porter Ranch, Chatsworth, West Hills, North Hills, Short Forest. All these communities are made up of special people, but we are so happy to be able to do this for him, because we really do appreciate everything this Rancho San Antonio has meant to all of us. So thank you, everybody. I really appreciate the participation.
That was lovely, thank you. And we are recording today, and Brother John will be able to watch the recording on playback in Texas, so he will get to enjoy everybody's kind words. And we have some lovely pastries and goodies out that Vic and the kitchen staff prepared. If anyone didn't see the beautiful scroll that was presented at City Hall in June, it's over here. Please take a look at it. And just enjoy yourself, and we'll be here for a little bit. We'll put some holiday music back on, and thank you again to John Lee for making this day possible.